Hey guys, welcome to another episode in the deep playthrough of Gran Turismo 4. We are starting the IB license and then we will do two professional events that open up with IB, and after that we have to do the IA license to do the last two professional events that require the IA license. And to be honest, I am a little bit anxious because I remember from like 19 years ago when I played GT4, there are some really tricky licenses in there, and there's one that specifically gives me a little bit of sweat on the forehead, and that is I think in a Subaru Impreza in the Grand Canyon, a full lap where the time is like ridiculous, and that whole rally driving mechanic, it's also that's like something you really have to learn from scratch, so to say. It's really different than the regular tarmac driving. But yeah, let's just worry about it once we get there. There is a little issue with the emulator and license tests. That's if you start the test, you have like these messages on the HUD like get ready to drive, full throttle. Normally, even without the license test, it can happen that they stay on screen. They don't disappear like they should do. And there are two settings that you can tweak in the emulator to fix that, and then the normal game is totally fine. But with those settings enabled, the license center, many licenses crash. So you have to revert that back, but that means that those HUD elements are a bit funky. So it could be that during the license tests there are just some glitches. So one is that get ready to drive message probably stays on screen. And also what I found from the BMA licenses is that the background of the license test in the menus, it's not good. This one does work, but sometimes it's not. It's supposed to fade in and out, but it just fades to black, and then it flickers a bit. It's all a bit glitchy, but whatever. International B license, braking during turns. Hyundai Tuberon GT01. Trail braking is a term here. This is what I mean with the flickering in the background. That's not supposed to be happening, but yeah. Trail braking is the term used when you apply the brakes as you make your turn. Let's try your hand at trail braking through the first corner of Tsukuba circuit. After the start, stay to the left side of the track, then look for the point where the grass on the right ends. Then steer for the curbing. Brake lightly as you turn into this uphill corner and get to the inside of the corner. If you're too early on the throttle, you won't make the turn. Keep even throttle and look for the corner post up ahead for your exit. The key here is find the ideal cornering speed. Alright, here we go. So where the grass on the right ends, I don't really see it ending anywhere. Way too much braking. I don't understand the description. It said something about where the grass ends to the right. Alright, this one was not that hard. It did say that, right? Or am I just crazy? Why does it need to load this all? I don't know. anyways, after the start, stay to the left side of the track, then look for the point where the grass on the right ends. Then steer for the curbing. Brake lightly as you turn into this uphill corner and get to the inside of the corner. No, you need to brake pretty hard actually. I just want to see whether I'm missing something, but it says brake and steer when the grass ends, so that would be all the way over here. That's way too late, right? Because it also says that you have to steer towards the curbing, I think. So if you only brake, yeah, this is for sure way too late. So I don't know about that description. Brake when the grass ends. To the right, I don't know, but anyways, oh, we already got it, so. Maybe they mean the tarmac ends. There was like a little tarmac patch and then it becomes full grass. But anyways, I'm overthinking super irrelevant part of the game. Sorry, I'm really good at overthinking things. The first one was much easier than I expected, but I think that really is the silence before the storm, so to say. It makes me more anxious than before, like these super easy ones. I'm sure I will be hit with a hammer on the head pretty soon. Alright, braking during turns in a Mercedes SL 500. Now we'll try high-speed throw braking using the corners of the Nürburgring. Accelerate on the straight upon launch, take the first left-hander flat out, then veer to the left side of the track to set up for the upcoming right-hander. There's a signpost on your right, use that as your braking marker. You'll be steering as you brake, but because the corner is a late apex one, try to keep your general driving line to the inside here. If you don't slow the car down enough, or you're too quick getting back on the throttle, you'll go off at the corner's exits. Practice slowing the car down as you corner to master this section. Alright, pretty weird sounds. This is indeed a tricky corner. I did this section a lot in GT7. But this should be doable. I braked too much. And now I went too wide. I went on the grass. Not very good. Alright, let's do this again. No more kidding around. God damn it. Come on! Come on, Baba! Could have gotten on the gas earlier. Right, here we go, no more kidding around. Now, it will all be the same time, approximately. What is the goal time? 25.2. Holy shit, that's 2 tenths. That's quite a lot in such a small section. We need 1.5 tenths. Feels a bit like a sluggish car, I must say. Nope. Ah, that was actually a better one, right? Yeah. Right, I thought that was a second off, but it's actually... We need less than 1/10. Right, so that... I think that pole that I use as my braking point, that is actually a little bit too soon to brake. You can brake a little bit later. But then also keep, I needed to keep it sharper, I think. Sharper around the curbing in that right-hander. Damn it, forget to press the throttle. Come on, this is only the second test. Nope, I think too late on the throttle. This one was better. At least it felt better. God damn it. It was indeed my best time so far, but not good enough. would imagine this was a good one. Scrapped way too much speed from too much drifting. God damn it. This is quite a tricky time. Nope. Just a little bit too much braking. It's not the worst time, but not the best. I mean, getting into the 0.2s, I did now quite often. It's not enough. I need less than 1/10 more. Jesus. Was not expecting this one to be so hard. Alright, this will be a lesson in frustration management. This whole the international licenses. Pretty sure. God damn it. It's all about that right-hander that you really have to carry maximum speed through, but it's quite easy to go wide there. Also not sure what the optimal shifting point is. Deep into the reds or just where the red zone starts. I do think I can brake a little bit later and right, this one felt good. God damn it. Man, this is a pretty sharp time. Holy shit, so weird. I really was thinking I went a little bit too wide, but yeah, somehow it was better than all the previous attempts. Really weird. I felt like I was sliding quite a bit and I went wide, or at least not that sharp through that right-hander. But very nice. cool combination, by the way, car and track. Alright, what are we getting? Another one. Advanced level complex corners. 2 turns blend into one here at Suzuka's spoon corner. After the start, take the sweeper flat out. Then you'll approach the first left-hander of spoon corner. Brake appropriately and get on the curbing here, then get back on the throttle, giving your car momentum at the exit. Now you'll need to turn into the next corner. It's tighter than the first one and it's slightly downhill, so watch out for understeer. Tap the brakes to slow the car down and stabilize the chassis. If you're in a manual transmission car, don't drop down to second, keep it in third and you'll get through quicker. Alright, I have no idea where this corner is. Wait, I think I know. Oh. Yes, I hate this corner. I really don't like this corner. I hate this corner, it's such an annoying corner. Right, let's see what the time is that we need to beat. 27.6. Oh, I only need less than a tenth, so the time is not that hard. We can do that. No, I should have gotten on the gas earlier. Doesn't feel good. This whole corner feels very artificial. But it was an improvement. I only need 200s. 200s. Right, you can use the curbing quite a bit. God damn it. We are pretty consistent, but just a couple of hundreds of the goal time. Cannot imagine that this was quicker. Again. Apparently it was. It's really so weird that when I get a gold, it's also the same like when you did a test in high school, like I was not expecting to pass. Sometimes people say that just disingenuously, but I really mean it. Sometimes when I get, it really feels random when I pass them compared to when I do not. I did use, to my feeling, I used much more braking in this attempt. But maybe it was good because it did allow me to lift off less long and get more structurally back on the power at the corner exit after the second left-hander. Instead of very slowly trying to fight understeer and very gradually getting on the power, I went more to the inside of the second left-hander and braked a bit more before it. So that could have been the difference. Alright, advanced level complex corners 2. IB4. The very difficult middle section of the Deep Forest course is the venue for this test. You'll drive through a tunnel after the start. Then the course will bend to the right. I really don't recognize this section. Don't get worked up here and get on the throttle too quickly or you'll get understeer. After you clear the second tunnel, there's a corner after the large hill. You'll have to start steering before you can actually see the corner or you won't be able to get to the inside. Start braking as you're cresting the hill too. For the last corner, keep your steering inputs minimal and use the throttle to guide your car around the bend. Alright, what kind of car do we have? No idea. Alright, 28 seconds is what we need. We are in an Audi and I really have to get familiar with this section again. I didn't race this track that much yet. I shouldn't have braked through the second one. Second left-hander. We need more than a second to make up. Fuck me. Tense. I wonder whether I should keep it in fourth or actually go back to thirds in that second half. Way too much braking here. Quite annoying. Alright, here we go, no more kidding around. Right, this feels quicker. Nice. Alright, so the time was not even that hard. Alright, so this is Deep Forest Raceway. I have to remember it because I always mix it up with the other one. I don't even remember the other one. Trial Mountain, I think. I always mix those two names up. It's not amazing sound of this car, but it does sound a little bit like a V8, so to say. Or at least, I don't know, but it sounds less bad than I would expect for a PS2 game. Here, and you even have like analyzer here. You don't have that in GT. Alright, it's all, I do think, a little bit buggy. But only the fact that, yeah, really nothing is working here. Current speeds. You can put all kinds of stuff here. Anyways, yeah, there's really quite some depth in this game. That maybe GT7 has depth in other aspects, for instance car customization and stuff, and tuning. But yeah, for really playing the game, this one has more depth, I would say. Alright, Costa di Amalfi, 1 lap guide run. We're back to the pace car lap again. This time follow the GTR around a lap of Amalfi circuit. There's Amalfi with the IE at the end, and in the header above it's without IE. It's only I at the end. This track is known for its elevation changes and tight corners. Observe the pace car carefully and memorize the racing line. You need to carefully control your speed through the downhill portion of the track. And for the tight S's, holy shit, look at the map. It's quite a complex string, I would say, of corners. And for the tight S's that come at the ends of the lap, you need to use the entire width of the track to get through successfully. God damn it. In a little Peugeot. Again, pretty epic course, I must say. You don't have cool courses like this in GT7. Alright, I should have done out in out over there. Totally screwed it up. Also the people everywhere, it makes it feel much more alive. Crowds are actually done pretty well in this track, I must say. Or in this game, for such an old game. Right, there's actually slowdown in the game now. Alright, losing time there. Man, pace car helped me up there. What a mother sucker. Why is he braking over there? God damn it. Alright, 249, what do we need? I guess 240, holy shit, 6. 3 seconds faster, that's a pretty tricky time. Right, I will watch one lap of replay just to get a feel for the track from different angles. Turn to DirectX 12 because that slowdown that happens, I'm not sure whether the clock, the timer then actually also slows down. There's quite some slowdown somehow in this replay as well. Over here. Switching off to DirectX 12. There we go. Man, this is a pretty hard course to memorize, I would say. It's quite long. To really memorize where all the tight sections are. And the more faster sections that you don't have to brake, where you don't have to brake. Actually, 3 seconds improvement should not be that hard. I think there were quite some over here, for example. All kinds of sections where I did not go through optimally. By the way, DirectX 12 has a lot more screen tearing. But still, 3 seconds. Alright, it's quite a long lap, so then 3 seconds is relatively not that much. But still, it's also 3 seconds, still quite a bit. Alright, here we go, number kidding round. Cannot really shift much higher than 7.5 RPM. That's where the limiter is. Here, this is what I mean. I really need to know the sharpness of each of these corners. And that's all, yeah, you just have to practice, no other way around it. For instance, this one, I have no idea how sharp it is, so could very well be over braking or under braking. It's just really doing it a bit as we go. Alright, now we have some flowing sections, I think, which I think you really can gain quite some time if you do it good. Holy shit, normally that's a disqualification, bumping into the car, pace car. And I had a very bad exit there, but up until that point it actually went pretty okay, everything. So that's a bit of a bummer. God damn it, it was that bump. Alright. So, how much did we need? Did we need 246? Because then if I wouldn't have had that bump with the pace car at the tight section at the ending, pretty sure that cost me half a second. Yeah, so the time is not even that sharp. It is doable. Here we go. Alright, I should have taken that corner wider and with more speed. It's actually a pretty cool combination, I find. Little Peugeot through a little coastal town, super fun. God damn it. Alright, this is an important part. Alright, this is where I bumped into him. Holy shit, almost bumped into the storefront over there. Alright, I wonder whether it's better than previous attempts. God damn it, it was, but not enough. We need less than 2 tenths. Come on, suckers. Should have gotten on the gas much quicker over there. Just like the previous attempt where I screwed that up. Really feels a bit like a chase scene in an action movie. James Bones on the tail of the baddies. Man, I hate that corner. God damn it! I braked. Shouldn't have braked there. Ah, fuck me. Went to first gear. Not what I'm supposed to do. No way. Fuck that. It's quite a workout, this track. With all its tight corners. Right, what I do learn is you can quite easily just get full throttle. There's a lot of intervention of stability control, etc. that will kick in. Here I'm already now full throttle. This is the corner I hate, because it's easy to get into that wall over there. Alright, now I'm not going to brake in this flowing section. Only lifting off a bit. Right, that went pretty okay. Last section really should have steered in sharper. Right, and now that front shot over there, that's really tricky. Alright, it was not too bad. I do think it was better than before. Yes, very nice. Ah, actually quite a bit better. Almost 2 seconds under the goal time. So the time really was not that sharp actually. It's just learning the track. Let's watch one. Yeah, there's only one lap by the way. Let's watch the replay. Just looking a bit at the trackside detail, etc. Here, the mountains in the distance, that whole color tone, it's really well done. Flowers. I'm not sure why there's such an incredible amount of screen tearing. Maybe it's not in the YouTube video, but it's currently on screen. If it wasn't for that, it's distracting a little bit, but for the rest, again, 19-year-old game. So the grip, even if it's an FF car, you can get really early, just even before the apex or just after the midpoint of the corner, you can already slam full throttle. That I think really helps with your exit speeds. And then it's just a matter of placing the car to the optimal line, the least amount of steering possible. I think in this game, the sharper your steering angle, it automatically reduces your throttle or your acceleration. So that there's like a linear relationship between less steering angle and more acceleration. Alright, over here, the pace car, in my view, brakes way too early. Super annoying. Right, that was pretty nice. Pretty doable. And that concludes, I think, number 5. So we did 5 license test goals. What I'm really looking not forward to is the coffee breaks, because despite the sounds making it look like it's just chilling out, often they are harder than the tests themselves. Like avoiding cones or bumping over cones in a car, but yeah, let's worry about that once we get there. Probably in the next episode we will continue with 6 cone. I hate cone slalom. Then we do cone slalom 2. Then we do city street challenge, and then we do the knock over the cones laid out in a spiral. Yeah, that can be quite tricky, I can tell you. Anywho, that will be for the next episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you there. And for the meantime, do not forget, always do keep on gaming. Later.